in the 4-game series against the Blue Jays right after the All-Star break. This kid, Edwin Hurtado, he can be something special. He has a fastball, a good slider, and an occasional forkball. I was talking with Jay Buhner before the ball game, and he really likes this kid. He gets the start, his first major league start, as Ron mentioned, because Woody Williams is on the DL, and the Blue Jays have had their problems with some injuries this year. Joey Cora will lead things off here at Sky Dome. Game 1 of the 3-game series. Joey batting .279, a home run, and 19 runs batted in. A little problem way out there in center field, and Devon White is going to take care of it. A fan dropped something on the field that landed on the warning track, and now we're ready to get underway. Joe Brinkman will be the plate umpire tonight. Kenny Kaiser at first base, Darrell Cousins at second, Tim Welke the umpire at third. Hurtado is ready, and here's the pitch, and it's a fastball for a strike. 0-1, and we are underway.
One of the things with Joe Brinkman behind the plate that we have to be a little cautious with, waiting for the arm to come up on a called strike.
Fouled out of play on the third base side by Joey, and the count is 0-2. The other umpires, as we mentioned, the big guy Ken Kaiser at first base, Cousins at second, Welke the umpire at third base. Joe Brinkman behind the plate, very deliberate with that strike call. Fastball is way high and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And welcome back to our producer and director, Mark Engelbrecht. He was away for the last few days for the birth of his second child, lovely Lily Marie Engelbrecht. Welcome to the world, and congratulations to Mark and Diane Engelbrecht. Proud daddy for the second time. And our thanks to Bill Cooper for the fine job that he did on our telecast a few days ago in Milwaukee.
Did an outstanding job.
And of course, Curtis Wilson helping out tremendously. Up and away. Hurtado misses. Full count, 3-2. On deck for the Mariners, center fielder Rich Amaral. Joey trying to get something started. Line to the left center field, but on the run, Joe Carter comes in, and he makes the catch. One away, hit softly a little toward the gap in left center. Joe was shedded toward left center field. He seemed to get fooled on that swing.
Well, I think what he was doing, he was just trying to get a bead on that lazy fly ball.
Maybe it was
may have a little bit of
lights.
reflection of the sun up in the stands beyond the and up above on the first base side.
The lights are on here at Sky Dome. They won't take effect for a while. Just a perfect night here in Toronto. Here's center fielder Rich Amaral. Hurtado starts the ball for the fastball high and inside. Rich batting .282, a home run, and 10 runs batted in. He had a big sacrifice bunt yesterday in Milwaukee. That led to a 2-run top of the 13th inning. And the Mariners won that game over the Brewers 4-2 to come away with a split in that 2-game series. Strike on the outside corner. We had to wait on Brinkman. 1-2 on Rich. Ron, you mentioned about this kid's numbers over the last 4 years in the minor leagues. Absolutely unbelievable. He was at Class A Hagerstown last year. Got the call from Double-A ball this year.
When you look at what he accomplished in 91 through 94, minor league records of 39 wins, 5 losses.
That's pretty
good. I don't care what league you're in. I don't care. You know, those are very impressive numbers. 39 and 5. And during that time, he worked in 411 innings and has struck out 410.
Great numbers.
Great numbers.
He was at Double-A ball this year. Fouled out of play down the right field side by Amaral, and the count is still a ball and 2 strikes. He was up and down with the big club twice this year. He was originally called up back on May the 21st and appeared in only 1 game when Juan Guzman was placed on the DL with a bad shoulder. Then came up again on July the 6th. Swing and a miss by Amaral. Strike 3. There's that slider down and away. And Edwin Hurtado picks up his first strikeout tonight. 2 outs. So 2 up and 2 down for the Mariners here in the top of the first inning. Just underway, no score. The batter is designated hitter Edgar Martinez. Edwin Hurtado, his first major league start. Up and in on Edgar, ball 1. And that hit him. So the pitch up and in apparently grazed Edgar Martinez. And Joe Brinkman said, take your base, and Edgar is on at first base with 2 outs. Just barely nicked him.
Well, if you're going to get hit with a pitch, that's the way you want to get hit. Boy, that just ticked his, looked like his elbow or his sleeve or something.
He turned to his right as he started to stride into the pitch. And according to Brinkman, he said it hit him. That'll bring up Tino. 1 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss by Tino Martinez. 0-1. Tino back in the cleanup spot. Batting .290. 20 home runs and 69 RBIs. Leads the American League. He's 5th in home runs. His next home run will give him a career high 21. He had 20 last year. 1-1. Hurtado came on in long relief last Sunday in Seattle. It's a game the Blue Jays won 9-3. John Olerud hit 2 home runs, including a grand slam home run. Ball 2, 2-1. And red hot in July, Tino Martinez. B.J. Surhoff of Milwaukee with 24, but there's Tino with 23 in July. Right behind him, Jimmy Edmonds with the California Angels. Inside, ball 3, 3-1 on Tino.
Of course, when you hit a few grand slam home runs, that helps out with your RBIs for that month. Tino, the grand slam just before the All-Star break, and then a grand slam just the other day.
And it was Edgar Martinez who led the American League in RBIs for the month of June. He had 38. Chopped foul on the first base side by Tino. Count goes full at 3-2. And Edgar was the American League's player of the month. And there he is right there, the American League's leading hitter, batting .364. Mariners hanging in there in the West because of Edgar Martinez and Tino Martinez. Jay Buhner is red hot now the last couple of weeks. Randy Johnson has been sensational all season long. Edgar takes off. Swing and a miss by Tino. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left out. A hit batter. We go to the bottom of the first from Sky Dome in Toronto. No score.